Hey, it's Olga here from olgadoktoreva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, become more productive, get in charge of your day while feeling happy in your life. And the topic of today's video is, in Russia, they don't have this problem. Well, this title is meant to be controversial, but what I want to share with you now, that just now I've attended this conference and school in physics here at the Black Sea in Russia. And it's all Russian school where young scientists come to learn about solid state physics and high pressure, and they all need to present a short talks, and there are also lectures. And I've been to this school before as a young scientist, and I presented a short presentation a number of years ago, and then I returned here as a lecturer. And this time I came primarily just to spend time by the sea, to be with my mom who is attending this conference, and spend time as a family here with my mom and with my children, and also talk to the scientists in between. And I got to give a talk. So I gave a talk on productivity, on how to start writing and get your research paper done. So it just started raining. So I love this topic. I love talking about it. So many people have benefited from my lectures and free resources on this that I was really looking forward to sharing it. And I got extremely lucky. I got extremely lucky with the chairman who, by the end of my talk, said, well, we don't have this problem here in Russia. What you just said is completely irrelevant to our reality. And that was very interesting. I mean, I'm open to these kind of things, but very, very unexpected, very interesting. And it just seemed like the other person in the audience, or even two, kind of supported him. Oh, yeah, I wonder, who is even interested in this? So I talked about procrastination and what stops us writing, what prevents us from writing the paper. If you've been following me, you know that that's what I teach, and how can you really sit down, get clear what paper you want to write, what deadline you want to create, and just really take the steps and get it done, and how to overcome procrastination and all your negative thoughts. And after that talk, that's what he said. We don't have this problem in Russia. And the other people seem to be like, yeah, who is even interested? But the good news is that later, that day we had a social function, and we were hanging out in the evenings here, with guitars and some glasses of wine and stuff, singing songs with guitars and stuff. That a dozen of people came to me, I think, separately, and said, what you shared, I mean, it's totally resonated. I could remember when I was writing my PhD, that's what I felt, or I felt all of that at some point. And that included young people and more senior people as well. So, and then we had this conversation again in the social function, where the chairman again raised it and said, look, he absolutely certain that this problem doesn't exist in Russia. And he even said, those who have this problem shouldn't even write then. If they have problem for procrastination, that's laziness. They shouldn't be even being researchers. Why am I telling you all this? There is a big reason why am I telling you all this. Now, you might be in UCTH and probably in some other country than Russia, because that's the other thing he asked me. Do you have any clients in Russia, scientists? And I said I have zero. And that's kind of, but that confirms my point of view that we don't have this problem. That was funny, because the reason why I don't have clients in Russia because I have the Western prices and it's just not affordable. And that's why I think in Russia there is this problem of, much lower salaries, much less money on buying the equipment and stuff. So that could be the problem that maybe overrules other problems. So that could be a possibility. But you might be in other countries and you might be in this situation when people tell you that this problem doesn't exist, the procrastination doesn't exist, you're just lazy. I just want you to know that procrastination does exist. There are studies, there are books written on it. The creative writing, the process of creating something new, it comes with resistance, it comes with procrastination, and it's your duty to beat it. Oh, look at this. We got sunset. Oh, that's amazing. Amazing, beautiful. Not so beautiful on the camera, maybe, but very, very beautiful looking at it. So, the procrastination does exist, and this is something we postpone doing that we need to do, and we worry about it. So, that building up of worry, that building up of resistance, it's your duty to overcome that resistance and get that writing done. And the other thing is that you might be surrounded by people, you might be one of the people who deny it and think maybe it's something wrong with you or you are not meant to be doing it. So you are meant to be doing it. It's nothing wrong with you. It's universal. You just need to know what it is and you need to know what steps to take. And there are plenty of strategies on my blog. This is all for today. I wanted to share with you before we lose the light for this video. And please post in the comments below if you experience any of this, a denial of that this problem of writing exists, or maybe someone tells you that that problem doesn't exist at all. And how how it affected you. And I just want you to know that you have the support here, and we talk about this problem. They are real. There are real strategies you could take, and you can get those papers done. Okay, this is all for today, and I'll talk to you next time.